Rafael Nadal's defeated Alex De Minaur. It was straight sets. He lost last week to him on the clay. This time he's got his revenge, and I'm over the moon. I'm outside with them in sunny England. The rain pouring. We're outdoors. But the main thing is, Rafael Nadal is into the next round, and I am very, very happy.
So, an amazing performance from Rafael Nadal, and his last ever Madrid Masters opportunity is still going. The crowd chanted his name as he came out onto the court today. It was an unbelievable atmosphere in Madrid, and he did not disappoint. He really took the game to Alex De Minaur, and that first set tie break, oh my God, I had my heart in my mouth. But I'm so happy Rafael Nadal got it done, and now he looks like he has a real shot of going deep in Madrid on his last ever tournament there.
Yeah, like you said, the atmosphere was amazing. It was like the Bernabeu for Real Madrid. So many fans there. I think Morgado was in the stadium. He said it was the best atmosphere he's seen since that famous match with Monfils at Roland Garros last year. So, incredible atmosphere. Rafael Nadal delivered. He won a match. Of course, he won the round prior, but that was he was expected to win. This one he wasn't expected to win, especially considering he just lost to him, the same opponent in Spain on a clay court a week ago. And yeah, let's bring up some tweets, because after losing only 10 days ago, he gets his revenge. The comeback's been full of doubts. We're not sure if we're going to see him at Roland Garros. We put some speculation out a few days ago saying it's unlikely, but we'll have to wait and see how his body feels. He's going to be making a decision on that after Rome. Of course, we're still a little bit ahead of that now in the calendar, still at Madrid. But one thing you can never doubt, and that is the heart of Rafael Nadal. It's his first top 20 win in 527 days. Athlete, icon, king. That's how they end the tweet. And you can see an image of Rafa. What did you make of him?
I thought it was a level up from his last match that he played against Alex De Minaur, to be honest. I think that his forehand looked a lot better. His backhand looked even better still. And I think it was more the intensity that he had on the court, which was maybe helped by the Madrid crowd. I felt like in Barcelona, it wasn't the right atmosphere for him. Today, everybody was singing his name, and I don't think inside himself he could let them down. And I think that you saw there was like some shots that he hit winners off that there's normally like an instant reaction from him, but you could tell he hit a winner, he thought about it, and then he was like, this actually means so much. And then we got the big reaction from him, and you can tell he's feeding off that crowd this week. And I think that they could push him really deep in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say, is it the old Rafa? That's what he was asked. Let's bring it up. It's hard to say, isn't it, when you've got like a champion like he is. The old Rafa was, I think, the best player in the world. He's nowhere near that, but it's good to see him at some kind of level. And I thought we've got our Rafa back a little bit. This was a performance which, against a top 10 player, I think is good enough to beat quite a few players on tour at the moment. Alex De Minaur is a tough opponent. He's good on the clay courts. So from what I've seen here, I am now optimistic on how far he can go at Madrid. The draw's opened up. We'll speak about it at the end. And I'm optimistic the fact that I think with a nice draw at Roland Garros, he can do something special and have a run. A lot of ifs, though. Ifs, buts, maybes. We don't know if he's even going to be playing it. But it was just so refreshing and amazing to see him play a match what went above the hour and a half mark where he won. You were saying it to me earlier. He's not won a match, has he?
This year, I mean, he's only won matches that are under an hour and a half, and all the ones over an hour and a half he has lost. And if they go to 3 sets, you do worry for Nadal in his current physical state. But I think the more minutes on court that he gets, the more support that he gets from the crowd as well, it's just enough to just get these type of matches over the line, especially that tie-break. If he'd lost that tie-break, it could have been a completely different match for him.
Almost did. 6-2 up, went all the way back to 6-all. Really good backhand winner, cross-court to set up the set point, and then just, I think De Minaur went long maybe on that one. But yeah, I was so pleased because that first set was so important. If he lost the first set, he would have probably lost the match, I think.
I think so as well.
Just on the question, is the old Rafa back? He said, no, not yet. It needs time. For moments, it was good, level of tennis. I was able to do positive things, but it's on and off. Super happy to be able to be competitive against a great player like Alex. Playing over 2 hours means a lot to me. The atmosphere is just a joke. Just can't thank everyone here enough. And you can see him smiling. He was so happy. The crowd really did get behind him. It was like an extra push.
Yes.
But
Most
the big
definitely.
thing I take away from it is the fact that he was saying it's on and off, and that's what I agree with. There was times where I thought, oh, he's actually looking back now. He's playing quite well, and then he just made like 3 errors in a row.
Long.
I don't think we see that so often from him. It wasn't perfect. Maybe I'm trying to underplay it a little bit, but I just felt like it was a lot. I'm hopeful. It was good. It was better than what I was hoping, what I was expecting, but still not quite enough. I still want a little bit more, but it was okay.
I feel like the level that he's at, he said that he gives 100% every day in one of his interviews, but he said sometimes the 100% is only when his body's at a capacity of about 40% or 50%, so he'll still give the most he can. And I think he did do that today, and you could see the level was up on going for winners.
Yeah.
Like, going for winners were much better today. He wasn't going, he went long a bit in the first set, but you can see in the second set, he started to dominate Alex De Minaur, and Alex De Minaur, as good as he is, he's good at getting balls back in play. And as soon as he sort of starts giving up on a few rallies, I think Alex De Minaur's done in these type of matches against hard hitters. And Rafael Nadal, that first set crushed the confidence of De Minaur. And, yeah, he just did it so well. But, yeah, take us through this tweet. It's a good one, this.
Yeah, it's his first win against a top 20 since Casper Ruud at the ATP Finals in 22. It's his 335th win against such opponent in the ATP and 163rd in an ATP 1000 tournament. So crazy numbers. And another crazy number, let's see if I can find it, is this one. And this is Rafael Nadal was an underdog on clay today for just the 8th time
It's nuts, isn't it?
since turning 19. He's very rarely an underdog in any match
Not
on a clay
surprised.
court because he's the best player to ever play on clay. But these are some of the matches he was an underdog. Roland Garros, Federer. Monte Carlo, Federer. I think after that it was never Federer from the period. You can see that's 05 and 06. Then Djokovic, Alcaraz, Djokovic. De Minaur. It's wild. It's very strange. It's a crazy number to be an underdog against someone who's not Djokovic, Federer, Alcaraz, or one of the real top players.
I agree. I mean, that just goes to show the times that we're in at the moment. We're in a transitional period.
Yep.
Rafa's been off injured for a long time, and Alex De Minaur, credit to him, is a top 10 player now, and that's why they made him favourite. And he beat him literally a week ago as well. So you can't look too much into that. Completely different court style. And isn't it strange how the court style that would have suited Rafa during his heyday in Barcelona, being the slow one, is the one which didn't do him any favours. The fast courts helped him. The hitting the winners, they were much more effective on this Madrid court.
I think it's just because it was that way around.
Maybe, yeah.
I think he just needed an extra
Yeah,
match.
he
That
may
was it.
well have done.
Like,
maybe.
I don't think that's got anything to do with it.
Or
But
the
maybe-
crowd.
we don't
The
really
crowd
know.
was bigger as well.
I think the crowd was the biggest thing. But I feel like if this was the other way around, he would have probably won the one in Barcelona and lost the one in Madrid.
I don't know, but Madrid is a very special city to him. You have to remember that. And there was a lot of
But he
famous
does so
people.
well at Barcelona. So
A lot of famous people came out to watch him here at Madrid, don't forget.
King was there.
That's what I mean. So he can't lose in front of the king. He's the king of clay. He had to win in front of the real king.
Well, can he win this one? Because the draw now has opened up quite nicely, Ben. So the draw until the quarterfinals, he's got cash in on Monday, and then either Lehechka or Montero on Tuesday. And we was talking about such a tough draw. There was a good chance of it being Offner. He went out. But he's going to be loving this. And Montero beat someone quite good as well, didn't he?
Tsitsipas. Straight sets.
So he's been removed.
Give yourself a pat. I'll give you a pat on the back here because JG's getting it all right at the minute. I don't know how. He said Tsitsipas is going to have one off clay tournament and Madrid's going to be the one. So another good prediction there.
Don't know about another, but it's one. And Rafael Nadal, it will be so pleased because all of these, I think, are a lot easier than what he's just had to face in De Minaur. I think Lehechka's the toughest of the bunch, and I think I had him beating Tsitsipas before the draw. I think he's got something special, and I feel it's going to be a really challenging match because I don't think he's going to be as scared as other opposition would be against a Rafa. That's just my opinion.
He's got like a cool head on him, I think, Lehechka. Doesn't let much break him, I feel.
Yeah, let's share this one. I'll let you speak about it because we've been speaking off air, and Cashin was not the player who was expecting to go far because he's been in such bad form. What happened?
How crazy.
7 months.
How crazy is it, the way that tennis can just turn around? I've said it on the podcast a few times. When's Cashin going to finally win a match? He lost 15 in a row between, I think, October all the way round.
It's a bit like
until
our
now.
head-to-head.
A little worse, I think. But anyway, to finally get his first win, I'm so annoyed that it was against Offner, but I feel like Offner's such a nice guy that he's just one of
Charity.
those. Yeah, maybe just gave him just a little bit of charity there for Cashin, just to help him back on the horse again. And look at him now. Look, he's beating Francis TFO, and now he's got a match up with Rafael Nadal. Can he beat Rafael Nadal?
Well, let's note, as Jose says, TFO's season has been very poor.
Yeah,
I can't really recall him doing much. And
Nah,
before that, the last 2 years, he's been outstanding. And I was worried about a TFO versus Rafa because, of course, he beat him at the US Open, famously, quite recently. When was that, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
I think it's 2 years now, isn't it?
Um,
It's been overshadowed now by Ben Shelton, I feel. And Tommy Paul and Taylor Fritz. I think TFO now find himself probably fourth of the bunch.
Korda.
Yeah, still maybe a slightly ahead of Korda, but Korda's looking all right this week. So,
But no, yeah, amazing news today with Rafa winning. We just thought we'd bring a reaction to you guys. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's so good that he's beat the same player he lost to because I think it's going to give him extra confidence. I think he's got a really nice draw now, as we've shown. All winnable matches, and I'm hopefully can get all the way to the quarterfinal if there's no injuries or physical problems. That's the main thing. We don't know how his body's going to recover from this match. It was a very tough match against De Minaur, and that first set was quite a long one as well.
yeah, very long.
78 minutes, maybe?
Yeah,
something?
quite long. Yeah, I mean, that was nearly a whole match in itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was won and lost there. But I think everything that comes out today is confidence for Rafa. He didn't leave the court with any injuries. That's his main concern in every match he's playing. But he got the win, he got the revenge, and now, and the head-to-head as well. I think it was going to be 3-3 if Alex De Minaur won today. It isn't. Rafa extends the head-to-head.
I'll tell you all now, if he cuts the unforced errors out and stays at this level, he's going to win the whole thing. So,
Whoa.
maybe not.
Yannick Sinner looked pretty good today. I think he dispatched.
Maybe,
so now you go
maybe it's
through.
too excited. It must be the rain making me so excited.
Still got head cold, I think.
But thanks for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you very soon for another Madrid video, I'm sure. See you then.
Vamos!